Hey YouTube, this is Scarecrow Kaiser. I'm going to do a updated deck profile. This isn't really a new one. This is going to just be an updated profile for my Perdition Kagero. I figured I'd do an update because since I posted it last, I've got to play it a lot more, and I feel like it's worth taking note of and doing an update because the deck currently is 16-0. It has won 16 tournament matches in a row. As far as tournament games, it's only lost 3 games. So, whatever that translates to, I can't remember exactly. I'm too tired to actually bother with it. But it's got 3 game losses and 16 straight match wins in tournaments. So it's doing really well. When it gets started, so a couple of things will be different from the last time you saw it. So for now, my starter now is Fargo. He's kind of just like the Perdition starter Pedal Dance Dragon that I used to use, but I'm using this guy instead now because I only ever really wanted to use Pedal Dance in combo with Dragonic Overlord the Great. And this guy can do the same thing, except the thing that I prefer him over Pedal Dance for is Pedal Dance. You can only move it to the soul when you perform Legion, whereas this guy you could just move him in beforehand, and that comes in handy for less restricting ways to set up my stuff. Like if I need to call my Calamity Tower behind my Vanguard, or call Calamity Tower so I can Soul Blast and use those cards I dropped to Legion. This guy can move in there like right away to make the room to do that and stuff, so that is why I am playing him now. For my trigger lineup, I now play 6 crit and 6 draw. Before I was doing 7 and 5, but I have found that I actually prefer this. It makes the deck run just like more smoother. Yeah, most people understand the concept of 6 crit and 6 draw, so I'm not really going to go too far into it, but it's been working really well. And then obviously my last trigger is my 4 heals. My grade 1 lineup. 4 Perdition Perfects, 4 Gojo. Gojo is a huge MVP in this deck. He does a lot. This card, utilizing it early game to keep dumping cards so that you can Legion faster, and even late game, like all throughout the game, this card puts in a lot of work. This card is very, very good. And then I am still running for Gia, I think that's how you say his name, the 10k attacker. I've tried some other things, like the Perdition who can unflip damage and something in the same column blows up and some other stuff, but I don't really have much problem with having counterblast in the deck. And overall, of everything I've done, his consistent power, versatility, being a 7k boost or a 10k attack, he's really proven to run well, so that's why I'm doing the 4, just because he's so consistent. And then I'm still running for my last grade 1 2 Calamity Towers. Very good card, especially for this deck. Lets you Legion sooner by dropping cards and you get a +1. Just a great card. Next, for my grade 2s, I have my 4 Newts, or Newt's mate Whirlwind, the 12k attacker. Then my 4 Overlord partner, Neoflame. Neoflame's a very cool card, puts pressure on the opponent to block it. And then my last grade 1, I changed it up since last time. I'm now playing 3 Dragonic Burnout. Now he's not like, he's a little situational, but it's not actually that situationalistic. He's actually really cool. Usually I get to use them like once or twice a game, which is cool and everything for no counterblast, and putting an Overlord back in my deck, which I really like doing, because putting more Legion units back in the deck so I can draw them, ride, and Legion again. That's how this deck runs, so I really like the burnout. It's been working really well. Clearly, if the deck has such a fantastic record. Then for my grade 3s, my 4 greats and my 4 newts. So yeah, I'm not really gonna go too far into it as far as explaining it. That's just pretty much how it is. Now this deck, one thing I will say as far as like the way I play the deck, I probably play it with a different mindset than other people. And I would say that probably puts a big like idea into contributes a lot into how well the deck's doing. With my trigger lineup and the way I play the deck and stuff, I'm playing it and there's certain things that you don't really notice about how I'm playing until you actually think about it. Most of the game I want to be on Overlord as long as I can. I don't like being on Newt that much. Newt's basically just there to like push to the late game and stuff. I want to be on Overlord as much as I can. And with the way I run the deck, with all the draw power and Overlord doing the multiple attacks and all the draws, I'm doing my regular plays of killing cards and attacking multiple times. But at the same time, when Overlord's discarding to restand and Gojo and stuff, I'm giving up draw triggers. So I'm dumping triggers in the drop zone, and then using the draw power in the multiple drive checks, I'm trying to dig for more grade 3s, because the idea is I'm trying to get to another Legion, so I can Legion, put back those cards that I discarded. And yeah, on average, I probably Legion like 4 times in one game at least. Sometimes, like, that's how I'm running the deck. If you watch it, my matches, it often, once it gets late game, I look pretty sacky, but when you Legion that many times, and yeah, that's how I run the deck, and I've done really well with it. So thank you for watching.